In this lecture, using this user ID, we will access all the particular user orders and product information from their respective tables. So previously, we have completed till here. Now below this if, I will be writing the query. Create the variable statement is equal to connection variable prepare method, and inside this I will write select star from user orders where order ID is equal to question mark. Along with this order ID, we should also match user ID. Both conditions should be matched. So we have to write and user ID is equal to question mark. So these pages we have already included in other files. From there, we will have access to this order ID. Below this, I'm just going to bind statement, bind param. Order ID is integer and user ID is also integer. For order ID, we are having this variable order ID. For user ID, we are having this variable user ID. Copy and paste. Next, I'm just going to execute statement execute. Then what I will do, I'm just going to access the result. Result is equal to statement get result. Below this, I will be checking for the condition if result. From here, I will access num rows. If it is equal to 0, in that case, I'm just going to throw the error. Copy the same thing and here I will be pasting. Remove this error message. In place of this, I will write access denied. The order was not found or order does not belong to your account. Maybe one user has logged in and they are trying to access another user order. So in that case, we have to throw this error and then user will be redirected to orders page. Profile.php question mark orders. Let me just show the database structure. I will come here, open this user orders. Here you can see we are having order ID and we are having user ID. If I click on this order ID 2, for example, if I click on this order ID 2 and here user ID is 14. Come to this order items. For this order ID 2, in total, I am having 3 products. So first from user orders, I will access that order ID and based on this order ID, from this table, I have to fetch all the information and whatever products we are having, I have to fetch all the product data as well. So what we will do, both this order items and products table we are going to join and we are going to access the information. So here I will come. If this condition is false, below this I will create one variable order data. And for this what I will do, I'm just going to fetch the result. So here I will be writing result fetch as hook. Why I am not wrapping inside the while loop? Because if I click on this order ID 2, I am only having one row of information inside user orders table. Once I have this information, below this I will create another variable product query is equal to. Now you should be very careful because we are going to join two tables. I will write select from order items. I will be selecting quantity. Then from order items, I will select product ID. Then from product table, I will select product title. Then from products table, I will select product image 1 because we have to display inside the table. Then from products table, I will select product price. These are the column names which are exactly present inside the database. From where I have to access from order items. And in short, I will write the value as OI, that is order items. And which table I have to join? I have to join products table. And for this short form, I will be writing P. And on what values I have to join? Using this order items product ID, copy and paste. This should be equal to product ID. Let me come to database. Now for this order ID 2, let me come to this order items. For order ID 2, in total, I am having 3 items. Product ID 3, product ID 4 and product ID 1. Whatever product ID is matching, all the product information we are going to get from this products table. And for which condition it has to match? It has to match only if the order ID is matching. So where clause is very important, where it has to be inside this double quotes, where our order ID is equal to question mark. And from where we have to access this order ID? We have to access from order items. Below this, I'm just going to bind. Before that, here itself, I'm just going to prepare for the statement connection prepare, close inside this brackets. Below this, I will be binding product query, bind param, and inside this, I'm just going to pass this product query. Then I will be executing. Our order ID is nothing but integer, and where our order ID is stored? Our order ID is stored inside this variable. Copy and paste. Next, I'm just going to execute this one. So here I will be writing product query execute. And finally, I will be accessing the result product query get result. But now if you see, for this particular order ID, we are having multiple products. So here create one variable products. Below this, I will be creating one variable product items. And for this, I'm just going to assign empty array. Then check for the condition if result. If I am having any result, then inside the while loop, I will access all the rows. As I have mentioned, for this particular order ID, we can have multiple product information. So from this result, we are going to access all the row information. So here I will be writing result fetch as soap. And whatever row information I am having, I will just assign to this variable product items. In this way, I will be passing is equal to complete row information I will be assigning to this product items. Below this, I will be checking for the condition if my product item is empty. Copy this. Here I will be pasting. If my product items is empty, and from this order data, let me just copy, and from this order data, I will access total products. For this, if the value is greater than 0, so here we are checking for two conditions. If this product item is empty, whatever data we are having, if it is empty, and inside this order data, if it is showing total product is greater than 0, that means definitely something is wrong. So in that case, we are going to throw the error. Same thing I will copy, and inside this I will be pasting. Here, remove this error message. Here I will write warning. Product details could not be loaded for this order, and then user should be redirected to orders page. Okay, why we are checking? Because here in this particular situation, both the statements are conflicting. If our product item is empty, then definitely total product should be equal to 0. So that is the reason we are checking for this if statement. Now one thing here, I will be writing page title is equal to, I will write here order hash, just concatenate. I will be passing HTML special characters, and inside this I will be passing order ID. Whichever order ID user has clicked, that order ID has to be shown inside the title. For example, order number 2 details, and then I will be passing my company name Gleam Creates. Again, let me explain you. In our previous lecture, we are just accessing the user ID. If it is not present inside the session, we are accessing from the database. And from database also, if we are not able to access, we are simply going to throw this error. Once we are having the user ID, from user orders, we are accessing that particular order information. And then we are going to fetch the result. And based on that, we are fetching all the information from order items table, and we are joining both order items table and products table so that we can access product information as well. Then accordingly, we are going to fetch all the information. If we are not having order items, and if the total product is showing greater than 0, then in that case, we are going to throw this error. Then we have displayed the page title, and accordingly, we have included specific pages. Next lecture, what we will do, we are just going to display complete order information inside this HTML.